3 big mistakes I made when I was trying to get my financial shit together. Make sure you follow me so that you don't make mistakes like this. Number 1, I ignored budgeting altogether because I thought it didn't work and I thought that it was boring and dumb. Number 2, I did not prioritize savings. And number 3, I took out a personal loan to consolidate my credit card debt. This was a huge mistake, and let's talk about that at the end. Like I said, I thought budgeting was boring. I thought that it didn't work, and really, I just didn't want to hold myself accountable. What I didn't know at the time is that budgeting actually does work, and it is actually the thing that is going to take you to your financial goals. The problem is that a lot of the traditional advice doesn't actually work, like restricting yourself down to the very bare bones and just eating rice and beans and all of that. That really doesn't work because you're not going to stick to that. Okay, it's just like a diet. If you try to rip out all the foods you love at one time, you're never going to stick to that. You're going to revert back to your old patterns. You have to actually budget in a way that is going to work with your lifestyle. That is the key so that you can stick to it. And that includes doing things you like in there. If you like getting your morning coffee, you can do that. If you like ordering DoorDash, you can do that. The key is just to have a limit on that so that while you can still enjoy your money, you're not blowing all your money. Create a zero-based budget and it is going to change your life. I didn't prioritize savings at all. Actually, I thought there was no way that I actually could save. I thought I didn't make enough money. I blew all my extra money after bills. So since I didn't have a budget, like I would pay my bills and then just go blow all my money on whatever, fast food or whatever the case was. I had like $2 in a regular savings account, which I should have had a high yield savings account, even though I probably only had about $2 in it. A regular savings account does nothing for you. A high yield savings account gets you interest. And yeah, on $2, the difference is really negligible. But if you have some money sitting in a savings account or you plan to have savings, you need to order a high yield savings account. Open one, not order one. Savings needs to be a priority to you. So right after you figure out how much you're spending on bills, send money to savings before you do anything else. And number 3, me taking out a personal loan to consolidate my credit card debt. Let's talk about this. This was a huge screw up. First of all, if you know anything about me, you know that during my journey, I really had no idea what I was doing. And I had maxed out some credit cards. I had about almost $5,000 worth of credit card debt at this time. And I thought that it was going to be a really good idea to go and get a personal loan so that I could just be making one payment instead of all these credit card payments. So basically, I went and got a personal loan for $5,000. I went and paid off all my credit cards, and then I just had that one personal loan payment. The problem with this is that I did not address the root cause of me going into debt in the first place, and also I did not know what I was doing, so the personal loan had a really high interest rate. But even if you're able to find a debt consolidation loan that is 0% interest for a certain amount of time, I still don't always recommend doing that because if you do not address the root cause, you're going to do what I did and you're going to consolidate all that debt and then you're going to go max out those cards again. And that is exactly what I did. It didn't happen overnight, but little things here and there. I was like, oh, I'm just going to put it on a credit card. Oh, I want this thing, but I don't have the money. I'm just going to put it on the credit card. I'll pay it off by the end of the month. Guess what? No, I didn't. I never paid it off. And I went ahead and maxed out all those cards again. So I had this huge personal loan with a very high interest rate, and I had maxed out all my credit cards. I struggled with this for quite a while, and by the time that I decided I'm going to get serious, do a snowball method, or learned what a snowball method was, I was over $10,000 in debt, and it was high interest debt, so it was bad. I did eventually get it paid off, but I'm telling you right now, if you are thinking about doing this, do not do it. It is a huge mistake. Let me know in the comments if you've made it this far. What are some financial mistakes you've made, or what are some things you're doing to fix financial mistakes you've made? Keep going. You got this.